What's going on, everybody? It is Chris here from AppSumo. Super excited for another product webinar that we have for you guys today. So today we are talking with the team behind Paldesk. Paldesk is a smart communication platform that helps you easily interact with customers across channels, optimize user journeys, and boost customer retention. It's on AppSumo right now, starting at just $49. So we're super excited to be able to have them on here to do a walkthrough with us today. Before we get going, two pieces of information I will throw out. One, if you miss anything or have to pop out early, we will be sending out a replay later on, so you don't have to take notes or anything like that. You can watch it as many times as you'd like. The second piece is if you have any questions about Paldesk as we're going through this walkthrough, feel free to drop those in the Q&A box below the video, and we'll circle back to those towards the end. But that is all I have for you right now. So I will turn it over to both of you. You already get the screen share going. I'm going to turn off my camera for the time being, and I will let you say hello and take over the walkthrough.
Right. Hi guys, this is Maria. I'm Maria and Jelena from Paldesk. And today we'll just give you a brief overview of the Paldesk app, just go through some of our main features, and then once we're done with our little demo, you'll get the chance to ask some questions. And if some of your questions remain unanswered, you can always reach out to our support team and we'll help you out.
Okay. So just to check. Okay. Registration, please.
Oh, okay. One moment. Sorry.
Okay. So after buying AppSumo code, you will be here on the registration page. So here you can enter your credentials. And after that, enter AppSumo code, then you will be inside your team. So with one code from AppSumo, you'll get 2 agents. So one agent is you, and you can invite more agents. So, but then after entering the application, you will be on the quick setup. So this is your first screen on the application, and here you can edit the widget that's right now in the application. You can invite new agents, so your colleagues in the team. You can set up easy pop-up and feedback widgets that we have. You can connect the channels, or you can set up knowledge base, chatbot, and like the basic things of Paldesk. If you scroll to the bottom, you can download application for your mobile phones and also the desktop app. So on the left side, you have the menu. In the top right corner, you have like the status. Status can be green and red. Green is ready, which means you are available and you are willing to accept new requests from your customers. And if you're not ready, for example, you're on some education, then put yourself in not ready status. Then you have your account, your profile. So if you click on your name, you can set up. Okay. So you have settings. These are settings of your personal profile. Also, you can set up a public profile. So this is a profile that will be visible to your customers. And you can set up notifications. So here you have sound notifications for you as an agent,
For example.
and you can change password. Also, if you are a member of a lot of the teams, here you can switch from one team to another. So team is like different accounts. For example, if you are responsible for a few different websites, but you are also a team in each of them, here you can switch between the teams. So switching between teams, you will switch the complete dashboard. Next to this, you have notifications, in-app notifications, you have in-app messenger, and also quick. So here you can chat with your colleagues, your agents inside the team, and you have quick settings. So like the main thing, the basic thing is administration. Administration is the biggest one, so we'll start with this. So in administration, first you have embeddable elements, and here are the widgets and SDKs. So in website widget, here you set up, you can create, if you click on it, you can create a completely new widget. So one widget can be placed on one website. Also, then when you go back, let's go back.
Okay.
So you can create a new widget. After creating new widget, you can send installation instructions to your webmaster, to your developers. You can delete, or you can have a widget live preview. Later we'll come on to the widget live preview when we will have a short demo for you. Setting website widget include changing the language of the labels. So here you can choose from a list of languages. You can change the text that will be visible to your customers on your own language. You can change the position of the widget on your website, the image, and you have colors, and you have client authentication type. Also, we'll come back to this when we'll have a short demo. But actually, when you choose client authentication type, it will, here you will set up how your chat form will look like. Then next to General tab, at the top you have Install tab. So here are the installation instructions you will set to your webmasters. Later, when you create, for example, you integrate email, Facebook, here you define all the channels that your widget will have. If you decide to have a trigger here, you can turn it on. By default, it's off. And you can change the message, the color, and the other informations that you want. On the tab feature, you can set up Chatbot, and you have some other options like hide Paldesk logo on the widget. Then, and the last one is visibility, where you define on which pages and devices you want your widget to be visible on. Easy pop-up is, with Easy pop-up, you also create a new widget. You have install code that you put on the website, also the visibility. This is the same as for website widget, but with Easy Pop-up, you can promote new deals and make announcements on your website. You can change it, you can customize it to your brand. For example, if you are having some special offer now for the Christmas of your products, you can put it also on the Easy Pop-up. Then we have feedback, the third widget. If you set up feedback widget on your web page, you can collect the feedback from your customers and let your customers to describe what they want. Okay, and also you can integrate Paldesk into your native Android and iOS app with just a few lines of code. Next, we come to channels. So if you're having more widgets, for example, one widget on one web page, you can create more channels so that each channel can be responsible for a different widget. Or if you want to have a chat departments in one widget, here you can create more chat departments. Also, for each chat channel, you can set up a message that you want that's visible to your customers, and you can create a chatbot. So we have some predefined templates of chatbot, or you can create your own. If you want to integrate email, like with it, you can forward all your messages from your business email into the Paldesk platform, and then respond to your customers from Paldesk. If you are having a Facebook business page, you can connect it here, and then you will receive and respond to your customers from Paldesk. Also, you can create Telegram bot, and then you will receive and respond to the questions from Paldesk. Then we come to the settings here. So on agents. Is anyone having problems? So somebody asked us, is anyone else having problem with audio quality?
I can hear you guys fine on my end. It seems to be coming through pretty clearly. Yeah, let us know in the comments if the majority of people are having issues with the audio. Otherwise, we assume it'll be an issue with one or two people's machines. Yeah, seems like people can hear well. Cool, cool. All right, thanks, y'all.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Good to know. Okay.
So here on agents, you can invite new agents to join your team, so your colleagues. We have 3 types of agents. We have owner. This is the person who created the account, and only the owner will see billing data. Then we have the administrator, so he will see everything but except billing data. And we have agent. So agent won't see billing data and he won't see the administration tab. Yep.
I just like to add that you can change your role from agent to administrator and vice versa if you want here. So you just click here to save and you've changed it. So that's another option. All right.
Okay,
Back to
and thanks. Each agent needs to be part of some group. So as we said that each chat channel, so each group of people is responsible for answering on some chat channel. And here we have 3 routing types. So if you choose a routing type polite, it means that you and your agents will receive an offer when a new chat, for example, came on, so you can accept or reject the chat channel. If you reject the chat, the routing will go around and looking for another available agent. If you choose a routing type that's called dictator, it means that all incoming messages will directly become live and it will be assigned to you. So the system won't ask you, do you want to receive it or not? So it will automatically go in your live. And the third one is democracy. It means that all incoming messages will be in unassigned here on the left side of the menu. And it means you can accept the chat, for example, or reject it later, or forward the conversation to the other agent or group of the people. Predefined answers and the signatures are like canned responses to the frequently asked questions. So for example, if a lot of people ask you what's your working time, you can create a predefined answer, and later when you will talk with your customers, just type hashtag and the shortcut that you enter here, and the full predefined answers will show. We'll show it later in the demo. Then we have a conversation status. It means that besides default conversation statuses that are assigned, created, unassigned, and closed, you can create your own and later search conversation by these new created statuses. And we have tags, products, and areas. These are like 3 types of tags, 3 different levels of tagging, and later you can add tags to your tickets. Okay, so knowledge base. So knowledge base includes frequently asked questions, troubleshooting guides, and other details that you want to be visible to your customers on your web page. So here on the general tab, you can define how the main page will look like. Then you can create different categories, for example, about us, our services, and so on, and create different articles. Later, you need to choose for each article in which category he's part of. You can create more knowledge base. So for example, if your web page is on English, creation, and so on. So for each web page, you can create a different knowledge base on that language. And later, when you're done with this, you just need to share the link of the knowledge base. Now we are on company account. So here you can set up your team avatar, team name. If you want to create more teams, you can create them here, or if you want to deactivate the team where you're part of now. And on company profile tab, you can set up private conversations, all new conversations, private or public. By default, they are all public. And on tab language and region, right now we are having only English language of Paldesk application, and set up your region, so your time zone. In working hours, so
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
so
working hours. Right.
Here you define what are your working hours for each day, and in that way you can send different message to your customers when you're out of the working time, and apply on each channel where you want to show this message. If you're using Slack, here you can connect Slack as a channel, or if your website is probably in WordPress or Joomla, some other CMS or e-commerce platform, here you can read details.
I think we have a WordPress question. Will we get back to that, or?
Do you want us to answer later on all of the questions?
Yeah, we like to keep all the demos in one clip for the recording and all that, and then we do the Q&A separately towards the end. So again, anybody, if you're watching this, if you have any questions, feel free to drop those in that Q&A box, again, below the video. Jeff, I see a question about Shopify integration, if you want to pop that in the Q&A as well. And then we're going to go through those towards the end so we can get everybody some answers there.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. We'll come back to your question later. Okay. Then we came on to notification. So here you can set up different notification for events. It's like when new message arrive on chat, do you want Paldesk to send you notification on your email or not? And when we came to developer API key, you can revoke developer API key, and you're interested, we'll send you some documentation about that. Now just here come what we said about unassigned. If you have defined democracy routing type under groups, all incoming messages from your customers will be here in this list, and later you can accept it, you can forward it, close, and so on. The live, so here is the list of all the conversations that you are now as an agent working on, no matter of the channel. So you can see on our list, we are having conversations that came from chat. Here you can respond to customers on chat, or if your customers is not online, what you can see here, red icon next to the name, you can respond to the customers later on email. So for each conversation, you can see on the right side contact info, so details about the customers, their previous conversation, if they had it with you. After finishing each conversation, you can send transcript to the customers on their email, or if you don't know the answer, you can just forward the conversation to somebody from maybe technical or legacy department and group. After finishing the conversation with the customer, you just close it. Conversations, so here's the list of all your conversations, no matter if they came from chat, email, Facebook, and so on. This is like kind of archive. Here you can search all the conversations by different filters, by their name, by the assigned agent or assigned group, affected client, or in some time period, or in status. And if you integrate email as a channel, you can respond on the conversations that are already closed by email. Tickets, so every new conversation that came to you, for example, via chat, is potentially your ticket. So later, when the chat conversation with your customer ends, you can continue work on the ticket, or you just can create a new one. Each ticket needs to have their name, the name of the customers, of the client. So this client needs to already be previous in your contact list. If it's not, just add them. The agent or the group to who the ticket is assigned, due date for solving the ticket, description, and the tags. Later, like in conversation, you can just search for the tickets you're looking for. And on tickets later, you can respond also via email. So in contacts list, whenever somebody contacts you, he will automatically be in the list, or as I said previously, you can create a new one. So for each contact, when you click on it, you can see with the name.
Okay, let's say
okay,
Maya.
Mm-hmm. So for each contact, you can see the details about Maya. So during the conversation, we can take notes about the customers, their requests, wishes, and so on, add some additional emails, maybe some secondary email. Mm-hmm. If this contact had previously conversation with you, you can see it on the right side, also previous tickets with this contact. You can at any time send email to this contact, or you have some additional options like to delete contact, to anonymize it, or just to block contact. If you block a contact, he or she will be automatically on your blacklist, and in that way you won't be able to receive their emails or chats anymore in live. So in live statistic, this is like the statistics of your conversation. You can see how many, in the top, you can see how many people are currently on your website. So on the website where your widget is placed, how many of your agents is currently online and ready, what's the number of your open conversation and tickets. You can see the graph of the conversation, number of conversations per group and per channel that you integrate, and also the number of assigned ticket per agent. In reports, you can see a report for specific agent in some time period. Later, you as a manager can export this report. Feedback, so what we said before, if you have set up feedback widget before on your website, here you can take a look on the results. You can see how many people give you the rate and their comments, or if you click on, for example, click on some rate, so you can see the review that they gave to you, where they're from, on which operating system they're working on, and so on. And the last but not least, visitor overview. So here you can take a look on how many visitors is currently on your web page. So for each user, you can see detailed information like the last page or your web location that they were on your website. The future feature connected with the visitor overview is proactive chat. So when you see that somebody is on your web page, he is online, you can contact him. So proactively, you don't need to wait him to contact you.
There's another thing that's tied to visitor overview. If you set up your notifications to turn on notifications when someone is browsing your site, you can get real-time notifications when a visitor lands on your site. You can just get like a pop-up notification on your dashboard. Yeah.
Okay, and now more or less we go through the application. Sorry for looking on this side because here is my screen. Now we went through the whole application quickly, and we want to show you a quick demo of how the widget will look like on your customer side and what you will see on the agent side. Okay. So
all right, so we've prepared them here. So we've created 3 different widgets for you guys. So the first one is here. So this widget belongs to group 1, and it's using a polite routing type. It doesn't have a chatbot, and you'll see exactly what that means in a second. Okay. So you go to open. We've changed the colors a little bit, so it's not faded. You can continue here as anonymous because we also enable this option when setting up client authentication types, that you can optionally leave your info here. You don't have to. You can continue as anonymous. How can we help you today? Hi. Submit. Okay. Sorry, maybe that's a little loud, guys. We're sorry about that. All right. Okay, and then you can chat. So you said here, hi. And you'll see the notification here from visitor, something. Okay. All right, will you respond and I'll say something. Right. Okay. Opa. Hi. You get a new message. Accept and open because it's the polite type. So it's asking you politely whether you want to respond. And that's it.
okay, on the next one.
Yeah. Can we just proceed to the next one, right? Okay, so you know how the rest of it goes. Just close the conversation because it's a test. All right, I will close this one. Then we created another one. This one is in Spanish because you have the option to change the languages in your widget. It's tied to, yeah, it has a trigger and it's tied to a different channel. And we set it up so that you have to log in. Let's say I'll just use this clearly fake account, A and B. And we'll just say hi.
Hola or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just
to say hola. There we go. Okay. And here under this widget, we have a different type. So we set it up as democracy. So you can see that you don't get the same little window popping up here asking you whether or not you want to accept. It just goes straight to unassigned, and then your agents can just assign it to themselves when they have time, when they want to. Then it goes to live, and then you can answer. Okay, we can switch this to English.
And this is just
yeah, this is another cool feature. When someone reaches out in a foreign language, they say hola, for example, then you can just click on this. It auto detects Spanish, and you can see the translation here. So go to translate, hi, and then you can do the opposite thing here and just say, hi there. You should see it here. Hola. Yeah, that's the one.
So the customers will see it just on Spanish. Customers on Widget side won't see the translation. Like just you as an agent will see the both language.
So that's another.
Chinese, okay, we have somebody asked us about Chinese.
Yeah. Let me see, Chinese. Yeah, it's also available. That's it. Okay, so we can close this one. Yes. Let's go back to this one. Okay, and close the second. All right. Chinese is also available. Yeah. All right. Now we have the third widget. This one is clearly a pink. It's also in English, and it has a different authentication type, meaning that you don't have to log in, so you don't have to share any info. And you can just open chat and start as a visitor and just say hi there. And then it pops up like this. Because we have a different routing type for this, so it's dictator, it goes straight to live, and it's assigned to the agent that has the lowest workload that's available at the moment, and then they can just reply with a hi. And that's it. Those are the three types that we've enabled here. And I think we also have the easy pop-up here, the preview. You can see it here, what we mentioned before. You can, of course, set anything else up here. You can customize it, as Diana already showed you. So this is one of the options that you guys can do. And there's also the feedback form that you can enable on your website. And then you can also give your customers, your visitors, the chance to leave a custom comment and then share their email if they want to. If not, it's fine. And you'll be able to see this feedback under feedback on your dashboard. Okay. Yep. And those are the examples that we set up for you guys, and you can see the feedback here. Yep. Okay. All right.
So more or less, this was a short overview of the Paldesk application and how it will look like. Mm-hmm. And now we are ready for your questions. Chris, is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Thank you guys for going through that. So the first one I'm seeing from Lucas, I'm wondering how to set up the widget to have it pull in the email of logged in users for WordPress.
Okay, so we have this. Can we show it on Lucas? I will show this on Maria's screen. Mm-hmm. So, for example, if you are having e-commerce platform and you want, so when customers first came on your website, you want them to log in with their credentials, and later when they are on your site, you just want them to type your messages, and you, as an owner of this e-commerce, will see their login data before. So as we said, we have client authentication type here, and you can just choose that you provide information about client through the code. So in that way, you can set up what you are looking for. Hopefully that's fine that I respond on your questions, and later if maybe I don't answer to somebody full, they're not satisfied with the answer, you can contact us later. So if you went on paldesk.com webpage, you have a chat in the bottom right corner, and you can type me a message, hey, me again, I asked you this and that, and I will explain you maybe more detail, because now I know we are time limited. So, okay.
Awesome. All right. Jeff is asking about, is there a Shopify integration coming soon?
Okay, so with the Shopify, as we said, all the chats, so we don't have a plugin for the Shopify, but you can manually install the Shopify, and you will have a Paldesk widget on your site. So here is the installation code. You just copy this code. After that, you go to your Shopify page. On the left side, you have the themes. I will also send you installation instructions for Shopify later. So when you went to the Shopify, on the left side, you have themes. Under this, choose the theme that you are using on, and just copy so paste this code in your HTML code anywhere in the body element. And so in that way, you will have a Paldesk widget on your Shopify page.
Awesome. All right. Paul is asking, could you show the features of the knowledge base and how it may be used?
Okay. So so here is the example that we create for this show demo. So this is the knowledge base, and if you create the whole categories, sorry guys, this example is on creation because we had one demo before it on creation. You have knowledge base links, and here you have two links. One link, click up please. So one link is public URL. It means you can put this URL on your website, and when somebody click on it, they will see the categories.
Okay.
Yep, they will see the categories and the articles that you already before created in Paldesk. So this is not full, completely really nice view, but it will look like this. So here you define the tags, the colors. Here you define the names of the categories, the article that will be inside it. In the bottom, you define the footer, social links to your social medias, and other things. And if you are having a website widget on different sites, here you can switch between the languages that you have. So this is how the knowledge base will look like later. Here you can define it, but before giving your knowledge base in public, that's why you're having internal URL. So for each article, you can edit the article and you can say, is this article public? And is it enabled? If you say no, it's not public, then you can just prepare everything here, and later when you are ready to give your knowledge base in public, just enable each of them.
Right, awesome. So Amadeus is asking, does the widget change the language accordingly to the customer's browsing language?
No, unfortunately not. It's like you need to define language for each widget. So because here you define the labels. So for example, you see first name, last name, it decides about it depending on the language that you choose here, what will be the language. You can change the messages on your own language, and you can create the messages that will show up to people. But if you are having a website on different languages, maybe you can create more widgets. So you can create one widget on English, you can create the second one on German, the third one on Spanish, and so on. So in that way, you can place English widget on your English version of website, and so on.
All right. Let's see, is it GDPR compliant?
Yeah, Paldesk is GDPR compliant. And soon now our legacy department, since we had in AppSumo a lot of the questions about GDPR, we improved our documents and preparing everything. So in short, maybe even during today's new production, it will be available on our website. So you can read everything, and later if you have more questions about GDPR, just let us know, okay?
All right, cool. Let's see here. Okay, Joseph is asking, I want to create a separate bot per Facebook page with different branding. Can I do this under one AppSumo code? And if so, could you show us how?
Okay, so our chatbot is working only with chat channels. So unfortunately, we don't have chatbot that will respond on your Facebook Messenger. But
okay.
Yeah. So we cannot, unfortunately, then demo that. Sorry, Joseph. What else can I do this?
Yeah.
But,
so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Amy is asking. I'm not quite sure what this question is, but let's see. So would that be would a visitor in one country coming to the website be able to chat with whoever or whichever agent is available at the moment automatically? And would that conversation data be held and assigned to team members for follow-up or for the records?
Okay, so what we'll have in future, unfortunately we don't have it now, but you will see a mark here, green, and in that way you will see the list of your visitors, and whoever is visible at that moment on your website, you will see the green dot. And you can click on their name, and here you will have a box that said pre-chat, proactive chat, sorry. And you can type a message and you said, okay, hi, I saw that you are looking on our price page. Is there anything I can help you? Do you have any doubts about the price? And you can send a proactive chat. In that way, that message that you send to the customer automatically will become one of your conversations. So, and if the customer responds to you, this conversation will be out in live, or depending on the routing type, in live or in assigned, and you can continue to chat with that person, with that customer.
Excellent. All right. So Amadeus wants to, would you mind showing how the email integration works? I showed up a bit late. Apologies if I missed that.
Mm-hmm. Where is
email integration?
Okay. So for the email, here you need to, so if you want to create a new email integration, first it's configuration name, the name that will be visible in the list. You need to say which group of people will respond on the emails. Here you enter your primary email, so mycompanymail.com, and here you said the name that your customers will see as a sender. After that, when you save it, you will receive, so here you have configuration settings if you have Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, and also we support for other providers, but then you just need to Google how to forward my emails to some other email. So in Gmail example, after that you need to check your email. Paldesk will send you verification code just to confirm that the email you want to connect is actually yours. Then you will have a Google verification also to confirm it. And then whenever somebody contacts you, for example, here on zrinka@gmail.com, all the emails will come to Gmail inbox and also to the Paldesk. Later, you can respond to your customers, and they will see that, in our case, Zrinka is a sender, but Zrinka via paldesk.com, because Paldesk will give each of you the unique email address to which all your emails need to be forwarded later. You need to set up this in this case, in Gmail. So here is like the installation, the instructions, how and where to set up the forwarding option.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, let's see. So Mathis's question in the comments, we would like to use it for supporting our partners that use our website. Is there a possibility to see in the chat where the user is on the site? Or are you possibly looking into a co-browsing solution so the agent can see what the customer sees?
Okay, so if I understood the question correctly, he was asking about whether when the chat is open, if the agent can see which page on the website the visitor is on. Like if you have a web shop or something and someone is browsing through your items or whatever you're selling, you would be able to see where they are.
Yeah, unfortunately this is not possible. So when you are chatting with your customers, now open some of them, just for example, so you can see is your customer online or not, depending on that red or green dot. And you can just see as additional info from which channel they came from, but you cannot see on which page your customer is right now. But thank you for this suggestion. For sure, I mean, your and the other questions for sure will be forwarded to the developer team. And yeah, but right now in visitor overview you can search for that user and see the last page where your visitor was at that moment.
Yes, and this has actually been a highly requested feature, so I'm sure we'll consider it in the future.
All right, nice. So Amy is asking, in regard to the knowledge base, can visitors be given a public or private URL depending on what info they've purchased?
Yeah, you can share with the visitors private or public URL. It's up to you. What we are doing, we are using private URL just to check how the things will look like once when they will be in public. But of course, if you want, you can create you can share with them different URLs, or you can create an unlimited number of knowledge base. So in that way also each knowledge base will have their unique URL.
All right, awesome. Amadeus is asking, can our customer support answer to customers' tickets answering the notifications emails?
Just to see the question.
So I guess they're saying if they get like a notification email that someone wrote in a ticket, can they just reply to that email and the customer will get it? I believe that's what is being asked. No.
If somebody sends you email, so then it's just correct me if I'm not talking right. So if you get notification on your email, so new ticket arrive, for example, you will have new chat arrive. You will have a button that says join the conversation on your email, and when you click on it on your email, it will automatically links you to the Paldesk app, and you can respond from Paldesk app too. Or you can just download the mobile app for Android and iOS and turn on notifications, and in that way, like on WhatsApp or Viber, I don't know, whenever somebody texts you, you can just fast respond to them if you are not next to your desktop.
Okay, awesome. Well, that is all the time that we have for the questions. Lastly, before we sign off, would you mind navigating to the AppSumo deal page and kind of going through what is included with the different tiers and packages?
Yeah, of course. Okay, over here. AppSumo.
Saved somewhere. Okay. First. It's the first thing in my browser.
Okay,
right.
So scroll. This is about us. You can see here the cool overview of our app.
Yeah.
Okay, and when you scroll down, you can see the different pages we are providing. If you buy code via AppSumo, so you will automatically be in the highest plan, so the rising star or the multiples, the single, and here is a list of the features that we are including. So we mentioned Chatbot, 2 agents, unlimited websites, so you can create unlimited number of the widgets for your website. You have a live translate and option that your widget can be on different languages, so it's up to you. We have a ticketing system, widget customization, a lot of them, mobile SDK for Android and iOS, predefined answers as shortcuts for frequently asked questions, 3 different types of routing, polite, democracy, and dictator. We have in-app chat, so that agents can chat between themselves inside the Paldesk application. Conversation history, so list of all the conversations, no matter on the channels. We have reports and the filters, so you can filter by the name, by the agent that was responsible for time period. We have mobile, desktop, and web applications. We have integrations with Zapier, Jira, Slack. Via Zapier, you can integrate with MailChimp, HubSpot, a lot of CMS and e-commerce platforms. We have plugins for them, some of them. We have feedback form, easy pop-up, what we show you. So
Okay.
these are like the top
And I noticed
features.
that we had a request to show the desktop app for Windows.
Okay, so
here it is.
we were demonstrating from the desktop app,
Yeah.
but the web app looked the same.
Yeah, so it looks the same.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. And do you guys have anything on your roadmap or things that you're looking forward to that you're working on that'll be rolled out?
Yes, Yelena already mentioned. You mentioned it several times.
Yeah.
The proactive chat option, which is something like we've been. So it's. Yeah. Okay. And it'll be here. So the proactive chat is going to be combined with visitor overview. So you'll be able to contact the visitor while they're on your site. That's one of the things.
Also, some of the things that we also have here in the applications that are coming are Viber integration. We were working on audio and video as new channels. besides the one that we already having. So these are like the big things, but also inside the apps, we're also always having some small cool features like remove Paldesk logo. This is like one mark you can see in administration website widget, but we added before customers were asking those things. And that's why always the customer feedback is really important to us, and we would like to know what they want. So since we are a smaller team, we're flexible. So yeah.
And what else was there?
Awesome.
Nice. That's it.
Yeah, more or less it.
That's great. Well, thank you guys so much for hopping on and doing this walkthrough. I'm sure it was super helpful for everybody who was on here and all the people that will be watching this on the replay. So again, for everyone that's on here, you can pick up Paldesk on AppSumo. It's appsumo.com/Paldesk, starting at just $49 for your first code. Again, it's all backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So feel free to play around with it, get it set up for your business. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on the AppSumo deal page and ask your questions there. I'm sure you can also hit up the Paldesk team as well for any other questions. But thank you all for joining us today. Sumo Links, thank you. Both of you, thank you for hopping on here as well. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you soon. So have a great day, and yeah, appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for asking all the questions, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.